People always.
You shouldn't, but that's rude. Hang on.
That's how it goes.
People always tell some people. I'm not. If you think.
you tell me anything about the mine?
Well, this part we're standing in now is the main shaft. A system of catwalks takes you down to the bottom, and they're digging for ore everywhere. But you need to be careful. There are many mine crawlers there as well. Right at the bottom is the smelting place. We're smelting a part of the ore to use it right there.
What do I need to look out for in the mine?
Mine crawlers, mainly. Dangerous beasts. We've had to give up a few caves because of them. They've eaten quite a few diggers, too.
Tell me about the crawlers.
Oh, but my tongue's so dry. You bring me a beer, and I'll tell you something about the crawlers.
Here, drink to my health.
Thanks. Well, crawlers live in large packs, mostly in the side caves. They've never attacked us here in the main shaft yet. If you ever meet one of them, run. Or stand with your back to the wall. That way you may stand a chance.
Tell me more about it.
If you want to know more, go to Viper. He's the smelter. Or talk to Ian. He's the boss. He organizes everything here in the mine.
Where can I find Ian?
He's right in the middle of the main shaft, next to the storeroom. Oh, one more thing. You know Thoris, don't you? Forget it. There's just one person who has the say in here, and that's Ian. He's the boss. If you get into trouble with him, you'll be in trouble with us all. Understood?
See ya. Can I trade things with you?
I have everything you need. What I don't have is no use to you anyway.
What are you Templars doing in the mine?
We're hunting for mine crawlers. Go back to the camp. You'll be safe there.
Why do you hunt the crawlers?
For their mandibles. They contain a valuable secretion.
What kind of secretion?
A poison. Only our guru Kor Kalam knows how to brew potions with it.
Who is Kor Kalam?
One of the most powerful men in the whole Brotherhood. He knows many secrets. He can control other people's thoughts. Apart from that, he's an alchemist. He brews potions so we can make spiritual contact with the sleeper. Just go down to the camp. We're always looking for people.
I'll think about it. How can I remove the mandibles from the mine crawlers?
It's not that easy to do that. I can teach you.
Can you teach me how to remove the mandibles?
I can't teach you anything. You don't have enough experience.
See you later.
May the sleeper awaken.
The guards will never get me.
What do you mean?
I only work when the guards are nearby, or they can see me. Otherwise, I just hang around here.
Don't they get suspicious?
Yeah, well, of course I dig less ore than all the others do. It's not always enough, so I have to do a bit of trading. I keep my ears open, so I get to know many useful things. You don't happen to have some ore on you? Let's say about 10 ore?
All right, here's 10 ore for you.
Thanks. If you go to the main shaft and follow the catwalks further down, you'll soon get to 2 side caves. There's a guard in the second one, and there's also an old masher. There's a healing potion lying about somewhere. But be careful, and beware of the crawlers. And if you need or hear something, come back to me. I'm sure I'll be able to help.
Have you got any other useful information?
Sure. Have you got 10 ore?
I expect good information for my ore.
There's loads of locked chests here. Glenn, the digger at the top, can get you a couple of lockpicks.
Good luck.
Well, you know where to find me.
How's things?
I have a deal to suggest. If you make Aaron leave the chest alone, I'll give you 10 ore.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing here?
I'm watching diggers like snipes over there to make sure they keep their hands off my chest.
Ian sent me. You should go to see him at once.
What does he want?
He wants to give you a reward for your good work.
Ah, really? I think you'd better go now.
Ian sent me. You should go to see him at once.
What does he want?
No idea. Ian will tell you that himself. Do you think he'd tell me something like that?
Then I'll go to see him.
You owe me 10 ore.
Here, you've already earned the 10 ore. Oh, and one more thing. I have the key to his chest as well. For you, only 30 ore.
Give me the key.
You made good business there.
I just wonder what you get out of it.
I'm always glad when I can get one over on the guards. And if they found the content of the chest with me, I'd be a dead man.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you! If you try to make a fool out of me again, you've had it. You got that?
Hey, don't you miss the key to your chest?
Indeed. I don't even want to guess how or why you know about the key. But I'll give you 20 ore if you get it back for me.
Here's your key.
Yeah, that's it. Well, here's your 20 ore like we agreed. But you'd better watch out in future. From now on, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Are you Ian, the boss of the mine?
Yeah, I'm Ian, and this is my mine, so don't touch or break anything.
Isn't that Gomez's mine?
Yeah, of course, this is the mine of the old camp. But in here, there's only one boss, and that's me.
Can you tell me something about the ore production here?
We dig for ore day and night. This means a storage of 200 sacks per month, and another 20 sacks which will be melted down. Hundreds of blades can be forged with the ore we supply to the camp.
I've heard that the ore has magical qualities. Tell me about it.
The magic ore does have special qualities. Weapons forged from it don't break. Their blades are sharper than usual ones. An army equipped with these weapons has a decisive advantage in battle.
Tell me more about the ore.
Unfortunately, the magic powers of the ore vanish during the smelting process. They know the right smelting technique in the blast furnaces of Nordmar. But even without the magic powers, weapons made from this ore are extremely resistant and do more damage than normal weapons.
Diego sent me. I'm to collect the list.
Alright, here's the list. Tell him to hurry up with the deliveries.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
Can I trade things with you?
Yep, anything you want, if you have ore.
A new face. Have you ever dug ore, boy?
Have you been here long?
I've already been here 10 years. Oh, believe me, I've learned and experienced quite a lot here. I've encountered many dangers and managed to stay alive. In the old times, when we worked in the abandoned mine, the one which is deserted now, and the supporting beams collapsed. But that's old stories.
You must have heard about many escape plans as well.
Listen, boy, I know you want to get out of here, but forget it. You better forget the thought of escape. I saw the faces of those who tried to get out of the barrier. Don't make the same mistake. The barrier will stop everybody.
I don't want to dig in the mine for the next 10 years of my life.
No, you won't. Perhaps you'll be one of the real big shots. Who knows? You'll work your way up. But no matter how far you'll get, the barrier will finally stop you.
Good luck.
Same to you, boy. Same to you.
What's in the storeroom?
That's none of your business.
Standing around for so long must make you thirsty.
You bet, man. I could use a good swig now. Got anything on you?
Here you go. Have one on me as well.
Thanks.
Is there anything special in the storeroom now?
Some chest that we store supplies in. The keys disappeared, though.
Disappeared?
I bet Aleph was involved. That guy can't be trusted.
Listen, Ian and the others are sitting at the bottom having grilled meat.
What? Without me? Well, I'll collect my share. Let me pass. Let me pass.
Do you know anything about the key for the chest in the storage shed?
Well, that depends.
On how much ore I'll give you?
You learn fast.
30 ore should be enough.
All right. I happen to have the key here.
Good luck.
Well, you know where to find me.
Hey, you, there was no grilled meat at all.
Oh, I guess I must have been mistaken. Have a good day.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
What do you know about the mine crawlers?
The crawlers must have a nest somewhere. If we only knew where, we could destroy the whole brood.
What do you know about the mine crawlers?
The crawlers must have a nest somewhere. If we only knew where, we could destroy the whole brood. May the sleeper protect you.
What are you doing here?
I'm hunting mine crawlers.
Can you tell me something about crawler hunting?
There's just a single rule to remember when hunting crawlers. When you see them, run at them and kill them as fast as you can. Fight without fear and kill without mercy. May the sleeper awaken.
Where are you off to?
We take the Minecrawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Korkalam. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the Minecrawlers. If you know how to do it, you can take them out without losing the secretion.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a Minecrawler?
Of course. After you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out. This way you'll get the secretion gland without destroying it.
What does Korkalam need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to collect much more. Our Minecrawler hunting units are in action day and night.
I have some swamp wheat here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore. Come by again when you get some more, will ya?
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get rid of some more, just stop by.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some? I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime, brother.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Why not? I'll give you 10 ore for it. Go and ask some of the other guys. They're bound to want some too.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Why not? I'll give you 10 ore for it. Go and ask some of the other guys. They're bound to want some too.
handgun.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind to be in his shoes, though.
You have to watch what you...
I sold the weed.
And my 200 ore?
Here it is.
Good. Now I don't give a damn about Baal Kagan anymore. It was a good idea to do business with you.
Don't listen to all the blathering.
Show me what you have.
Here.
There must be something about that story after all.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages
I doubt
ago.
that's ever likely to change. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Some people never
Better
learn.
not go rushing into anything.
You have to watch what you tell people.
I'm not listening to all that
Issues, though.
blathering anymore.
That's really not my...
There must be something about that story after all.
What are you doing here? You looking for trouble?
Hey, relax. I'm a newcomer.
Huh? You look okay, though. You never know. You get new guys come along thinking they're it every day.
What's a man like you doing with the peasants?
Lee asked me that. I don't fight anymore, except to defend myself. I killed a guy once. And that was once too many. That's why they chucked me in this goddamn colony. It was justice.
How did it happen?
It was just an ordinary bar fight. I didn't mean to kill the guy. I just must have hit him too hard. I was a blacksmith at the time. I didn't know my own strength.
Why did you join this camp?
I'll tell you. My only option was to join those sect loonies, and I didn't want to let those gurus of theirs mess about with my brain. In the old camp, I'd have had too much trouble with the guards, but the mercenaries and rogues do have some respect.
They're afraid of you?
Maybe. Anyway, I found peace here, and you should try the same.
Can you teach me to be as strong as you are?
Even if I could, what would you use your strength for?
Good question. I'll think about it. I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
No.
I thought so.
I've killed the beast.
Great! I got some of the Rice Lord's men to help me fix some of the damage it's caused. Now I can finally get some sleep.
Hey, just arrived. We need somebody to take some water to the peasants in the rice fields. This way you can make friends with a few people. What do you think?
Sure, I'll be glad to help.
Great. Go to the Rice Lord. He'll give you the water and tell you everything you need to know.
I'm not listening.
Hi, I'm new here. I just wanted to know what goes on around here.
Ask someone else, will ya? I do nothing but work out here in the fields. I don't know nothing. Man, I'd love to tell the Rice Lord to do his own damn dirty work.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
If you don't like it, why are you working here?
It happened the first day I got here. Lefty, one of the thugs that works for the Rice Lord, came up to me and asked if I could lend a hand in the rice fields. Sure, I said. I was new here and I wanted to make myself useful. The next day, when I was taking a short rest, the guy turned up again. You don't want to let all your colleagues do all their work by themselves, do you? He asked. I told him I was exhausted from the previous day's work, that I needed a rest and all that. But he never listened. He grabbed me by the collar and dragged me back to the field. From that day on, he stood outside my doorstep every day until I got used to going on my own. I didn't want any trouble with those guys. They're real cutthroats. You'd better steer clear of them.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Who is the Rice Lord?
He was one of the first to arrive here. He helped found the camp and start up the rice fields. These days he just hangs out at the warehouse stretching his stomach, the fat pig.
Was it very clever?
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Water? Hey man, there's none left. Don't tell me everyone got some except me again.
That won't happen again. People always talk.
You take care of the rice fields, don't you?
Why? You looking for work?
Lefty sent me.
Oh yeah? What did he say?
I'm to bring the peasants some water.
Right. Here's a dozen bottles of water. There's about twice that amount of peasants, so make sure you share it out evenly.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. A bit longer and I'd have started drinking mud.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
No.
I thought so.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. I was just about to start drinking the mud.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. A bit longer and I'd have started drinking mud.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
Are you working in the rice fields voluntarily?
Yeah, that's right. Better to be working here of your own free will than being forced into it by the Rice Lord's thugs.
I see. Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
Who is the Rice Lord?
He was one of the first to arrive here. He helped found the camp and start up the rice fields. These days he just hangs out at the warehouse stretching his stomach, the fat pig.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Hi, I'm new here.
It's good to see a fresh face.
You must have been here a long time, huh?
Damn right, boy. I was one of the first.
In that case, you must know a lot about this place.
So-so. Spend most of my time out here just picking rice. That's what let me get so old. We get some rice and the odd schnapps. That's not much, but that's enough.
Why are you here?
Taxes, boy, taxes. My shed was as empty as my stomach, and I just couldn't pay. So one day the soldiers came and brought me here, but it's no worse in here than it is out there. At least I won't starve in here. I always paid my taxes before, all my life. But that wasn't good enough for that son of a bitch with a crown.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
No.
I thought so.
was obvious.
Let's talk about something else instead.
There must be something. Maybe.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I just want to talk to you. I'm not here to
I
talk.
wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
I better keep out of it. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I'd better keep out of it.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice snaps, boy. Here, have a bottle. But don't tell Silas.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, can they drink. That's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
It's ever likely to change.
Hey, you! Well done. You're useful for something after all. I think this is exactly the right task for you. From now on, you do it every day. Go on with it right now.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
Yes, I want to be able to take on the Rice Lord and his thugs.
Ah, you wouldn't be the first to try.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. That's the first thing you learn as a smith. Learn to push your whole arm through, from the shoulder down to the wrist. The better you get at that, the more powerful the blow. You'll get the hang of it pretty quick.
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause, and for nothing else.
have the list from Ian.
There was a time when things would have...
Well done. That'll get you a few brownie points.
Same old story every time.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty told me you let Kergo beat you. He didn't seem to be very enthusiastic, but he was impressed by you having the courage to fight against Kareem, even though you've been defeated. Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Well, if I was you, I would have taken the ore and cleared off. But anyway, he thinks a great deal of you. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. You've really managed to get the recipe from Kalom. Dexter is very impressed, and so am I. Thora says we could make use of someone like you. That's very good for you. You've found enough people to speak in your favor. You also passed the test of faith. Go to Thoris. I've already told him everything. He'll let you go to see Gomez.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Your skills in using the bow and the crossbow have improved. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Take care.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
I gotta
Keep it to you. Some people never learn. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
There must be some...
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Show me how to take off the claws.
Actually, it's quite simple if you know what to do. Bend the claws forward, never backwards. And you mustn't pull them out either. Claws can be taken especially from lizards. From now on, you'll know which creature's claws to take.
How do I get the teeth?
The most important thing is to make sure the teeth don't splinter. To avoid that, put your knife near the center of the tooth and lever it out carefully. You can take the teeth of wolves, shadow beasts, and snappers.
How can I skin these creatures?
It's very important to skin them from the back to the front. Once you get the hang of it, it'll be easy. Furs are very valuable. The furs of wolves and shadow beasts can be used to make clothes. When you examine the fur of a killed animal, you'll soon notice if it can be used or not.
What do I have to observe while skinning reptiles?
The only reptiles suited for this purpose are lurkers and swamp sharks. If you slit the skin at the sides, it'll peel off by itself. From now on, you should be able to skin reptiles.